Sagittarius, August 9th, hold on. I'm seeing stalled momentum, but not dead momentum. Just scattered. You started moving, then split your focus, then got annoyed that nothing landed. The Chariot reversed. This card is about drive with no center. The Chariot reverse keeps showing me one thing. You are pushing but not steering. You want movement fast, but the direction keeps changing every time something blocks you. That is why it feels like progress and frustration at the same time. Look at the behavior. 3 tabs open. 3 plans. 3 conversations, and none of them fully finished. The Chariot reversed says stop trying to force speed. Slow it down. Pick one lane, one task, one goal. You knew this already. The problem is not effort. The problem is divided effort. And when the ego gets involved, you start treating resistance like disrespect. That is where the mess begins. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is the cost of needing to win. 5 of Swords shows the argument that keeps going after the point is already lost. I'm seeing sharp words, the last text, the last reply, the one you sent because you wanted the upper hand. And maybe you got it, but what did it leave you with? Quiet after the fight, tight chest. No relief. 5 of Swords does not care who is technically right. It asks what the victory cost. If you kept score, if you replayed the conversation, if you wanted them to admit it first, then 5 of Swords is already in the room. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. 5 of Swords is not asking you to surrender your truth. It is asking you to stop feeding a battle that already damaged both sides. Step out before you make the wound bigger. Three of Swords reversed. 3 of Swords reversed is the quiet return of feeling after you tried to hold it down. 5 of Swords is the breath after the cry. The text you finally admit hurt. The moment you stop acting fine in front of everybody. Reversed here means the pain is beginning to release, but only if you let it be real first. Don't rush that. Don't slap healing language on top of fresh hurt. 3 of Swords reversed wants the wound to breathe. Name what happened. Say the exact thing that cut you, not the polished version. The actual one, maybe it was betrayal, maybe it was disrespect, maybe it was the way you kept showing up for someone who kept choosing distance. Say it clean. And here is the bigger pattern. The Chariot reverse says your will has been scattered. 5 of Swords says the scattered will turn into conflict. 3 of Swords reverse says the heart is tired of carrying the damage alone. So the move now is not more force, it is alignment. Less probing, less chasing, less trying to win the moment. Choose one direction. Protect your peace. Let the healing start where the fighting ends. Sagittarius, August 9th. I'm seeing the stall, but not because you ran out of fire. The Chariot reversed is scattered will. The Chariot reversed says you started moving in 3 directions and none of them got finished. You pushed, you forced it. Then you hit a wall and got mad at the wall. Don't lie to yourself. The issue is not speed, it is direction. This card asks you to stop trying to win the day and pick one lane. One plan, one target. If you keep letting ego steer, you keep burning fuel for nothing. Four of Cups reversed. This card is the Thaw. Four of Cups reversed shows you looking up again after shutting down. You finally check the message. You finally answer. You finally realize the offer was real and you were the one staying numb. That matters because the missed chance was not always rejection. Sometimes it was just you not being available to receive it. This card says your heart is coming back online. Not all at once, but enough to notice what is in front of you. Respond. Do not sit there pretending you do not care when you do. Five of Swords. This card is the cost of being right. Five of Swords shows the cutting text, the sharp reply, the argument you keep going just to dominate. You said the last word. Then what? Silence, damage, a hollow win. Actually, no, not a win. A bruise with a trophy on top. Five of Swords is warning you not to keep score when the whole room is already bleeding. Step out of the power struggle. If you have to humiliate somebody to feel steady, you are not steady. You are just loud. Three of Swords reversed. Five of Swords is the part where the wound finally breathes. Three of Swords reversed is grief moving instead of freezing. You cried after holding it together too long. You admitted it hurt. You stopped pretending you were fine. That is the work here. Not drama. Not reopen the cut just to prove it still hurts. Real release. Let the hurt be named. Let it pass through your chest instead of sitting there like a locked door. Healing starts when you stop performing strength and tell the truth about what broke you. So for this moment, I need you to see the pattern. The Chariot reversed says your force is split. Four of Cups reversed says your heart is waking back up. Five of Swords says stop making pain into a contest. Three of Swords reversed says the real move is healing, not winning. That is the whole thing. Slow down, choose one direction, answer the call when it comes, and stop trying to prove you were never hurt. August 9th, Sagittarius, I'm seeing the same pattern, but tighter now. You keep trying to move fast, and then you hit a wall, and then you get mad at the wall. The problem is not the wall. The problem is the split. One part of you wants out. One part of you wants to win. And both of them are draining the same tank. The Chariot reversed. This card is showing scattered will and stalled momentum. The Chariot reversed says you started moving before you picked the lane. You opened 3 tabs, 3 plans, 3 conversations, and none of them got finished. Actually, no, it is not about lack of drive. It is about misdirected drive. You keep pressing forward like speed alone will fix the mess. It will not. Slow down, pick one direction. Stop letting ego grab the wheel. 5 of Swords. This card is about winning at a cost. 5 of Swords is the argument that keeps going after the point is already dead. You sent the last text. You said the sharper thing. You wanted the final word and you got it, but now the room feels cold. Because this is where the moment gets real. The win is not clean. It leaves damage behind. You do not need to keep score. You need to notice what it costs to be right. 3 of Swords reversed. This card is the healing after hurt, and 3 of Swords reversed says the wound is finally starting to breathe. You have been acting like you are fine, but your body did not buy it. You stayed busy. You stayed sharp. You stayed guarded. Then something cracked and the truth came out. Let it. Name what hurt. Say the betrayal hurt. Say the silence hurt. Say the cut was deeper than you admitted. Do not rush the closure. 4 of Cups reversed. This card is the emotional thaw. 4 of Cups reversed says you are looking up again. You are finally noticing what was offered while you were shut down. You ignored the message. You delayed the reply. You sat in your own head and called it caution. Let me rephrase that. It was distance. Now the heart is opening back up, but only if you respond. Do not wait so long that the moment passes you by. 9 of Pentacles. This card is self-sufficiency, and 9 of Pentacles is reminding you what you have already built. You pay your own bills. You keep your space clean. You know what quality feels like now, and you do not need chaos to make life interesting. Independence is not the same as emotional shutdown. Protect your standards, yes, but do not hide behind competence just because intimacy got messy. So here is the moment. Stop forcing momentum. Stop trying to win the conflict. Stop acting like the hurt is too small to name. Choose one direction. Let the contact in if it is real. Let the grief move if it needs to. The path forward is not louder. It is cleaner. And once you stop fighting the split, the whole thing starts moving again. August 9th, Sagittarius. This is where the noise gets cut down, not by force. By honesty. The Chariot reversed. This card shows stalled motion and scattered will. You have been trying to push 3 things at once, and none of them are getting your full attention. Actually, no, it is more than delay. It is divided direction. One part of you wants the win, another part wants out. So the move here is simple. Stop steering with pride. Pick one lane, one goal, one conversation, one plan. Four of Cups reversed. This card is the Thaw. You are looking up again. Something real has been in front of you, and you finally have the capacity to see it. Maybe you went quiet for too long. Maybe you ignored the message, the offer, the opening. But now the numbness is cracking. Do not miss the moment because you got used to shutting down. Reach back. Let the offer be offered. 9 of Pentacles. This card says you have built more than you give yourself credit for. Your independence is not theory. It is receipts. It is bills paid. It is the quiet room you made for yourself. You know what you like now. You know what drains you. You know what you refuse to tolerate. That matters. Protect that standard. Do not trade your peace for somebody else's chaos just because it feels familiar. Queen of Swords. This card is clean boundaries and clean language. Say it plainly. If the answer is no, say no. If the situation is confusing, call it confusing. If somebody keeps testing your line, move the line. You do not need to soften everything until it disappears. You already knew that. Clarity is the medicine here. Not punishment, not coldness. Just truth with a straight face. 5 of Swords. This card shows the cost of trying to win. Somebody said the sharper thing. Somebody got the last word. Somebody left the exchange feeling hollow. That is the trap. If you keep score, you keep bleeding. Because this is important. Winning the argument is not the same as ending the damage. Step out of the power struggle. Put the weapon down. Three of Swords reversed. This card says the pain is starting to release, not gone releasing. You may finally say what hurt. You may finally admit the betrayal landed. You may finally stop acting like you are fine when you are not. Let the wound breathe. Do not rush closure. Do not perform healing. truth about what broke and let your heart stop carrying it alone. So the moment is this. Clarity arrives when you stop chasing, stop proving, and stop splitting yourself in half. The solitude is not empty. It is revealing. What stays after the noise drops is what is real. What leaves was never built to hold you. Sagittarius, August 9th. This is where the noise finally starts dropping. And honestly, you needed it too. Because the Chariot reversed is showing scattered will. The Chariot reversed is not a lack of drive. It is drive going in 3 directions at once. You started things, you chased things, then you got mad when nothing locked in. Actually, no, it is not bad luck. It is misdirected force. Stop trying to win the moment. Pick one lane, one plan, one move. Then 4 of Cups, reverse comes in, and 4 of Cups. Reversed is the emotional thought. You looked away for a minute. You went quiet. You stopped answering. Now something is getting your attention again. A message, an offer, a real opening. Don't miss it because you were acting numb. You were not above it. You were just shut down. Now you are looking back up. That matters. 9 of Pentacles is the proof. 9 of Pentacles says you already built more than you give yourself credit for. You pay your own bills. You keep your space clean. You know what peace costs. So why are you entertaining chaos like it is exciting? Let me rephrase that. Why are you lowering your standards for something that cannot match your life? You do not need chaos to feel alive. You need consistency. You need quality. You need your own company to feel like enough. Queen of Swords is the line in the sand. Queen of Swords says, say it clean. Say no if it is no. Say yes if it is yes. No softening it until the truth disappears. No over-explaining. No apologizing for having standards. You already knew that. The moment you stop editing yourself, everything gets clearer. The right people can handle the truth. The wrong ones start complaining. The Hermit is the pivot. The Hermit is not asking you to disappear forever. It is asking you to step back on purpose. Take the walk. Turn the phone off. Sit with the facts. Because this is where the answer comes from, not from the argument, not from the noise, from the quiet, from the part of you that already knows what the pattern is. You are not lost. You are just finally alone with your own honesty. 5 of Swords shows the cost of trying to be right. 5 of Swords is ugly because somebody wins and somebody still bleeds. Maybe you sent the last sharp text. Maybe you kept score. Maybe you had the final word and still felt hollow after. That is the point. Winning did not fix it. It only made it louder. Step out of the fight. If it costs your peace, it is too expensive. Then 3 of Swords reverse starts the release. Three of Swords, reverse, says the wound is finally breathing again. Not healed overnight, not erased, just no longer locked down. You can name what hurt. You can admit it landed. You can stop pretending you are fine when you are not. That is the turning point. Clarity comes through solitude and honest self-assessment. Not through force, not through pride, through truth. August 9th, Sagittarius, I'm seeing the same thing sharpen up here. You stop trying to run through the wall. Good. That was never the move. The Chariot reversed. This card is showing scattered will and stalled momentum. You kept pushing three directions at once, and none of them got clean traction, like that stalled momentum you keep explaining. Actually, no, it wasn't lack of drive. It was misdirected drive. You were trying to force progress before you chose the road. So now the correction is simple. Slow down, pick one lane. Don't confuse speed with movement. You already knew that. Four of Cups reversed. This card is a thaw. Four of Cups reverse says your attention is coming back online. You looked away for a minute, maybe longer, and now you're finally noticing the offer you almost ignored. A message, a chance, a real offer, not fantasy, not noise. Real. The move here is to respond instead of disappearing. Don't sit in that numb place and call it protection. Because the opening is here, but it will not wait forever. Nine of Pentacles. This card is your standard. Nine of Pentacles says you have built something solid, even if you keep undercutting it in your own head. Look at the bills paid. Look at the peace you made, the comfort you earned yourself. Look at the way you can stand on your own and not fall apart. That matters. So protect your comfort, protect your taste. Do not let chaos talk you into lowering your standards just because it is loud. You are not starving for options. You are refining your life. Queen of Swords, this card cuts clean. Queen of Swords is telling you to say exactly what you mean and stop dressing it up for people who keep pretending not to understand you. Set the boundaries, send the clean text, make the no sound like a no. Don't over-explain yourself into a corner. Let me rephrase that. You do not need permission to be clear. If somebody needs 10 paragraphs to respect your limit, they were never confused. They were testing you. The Hermit, this card asks for distance with purpose. The Hermit says step back, but do it on purpose, not as a hiding place. Turn the phone off. Take the walk. Sit with the question until the answer stops performing and starts speaking. This is not about isolating forever. It is about hearing your own voice again after too much outside noise, when the silence that finally speaks starts making sense. Quiet will tell you what pressure could not. Five of Swords. This card shows the cost of being right. Five of Swords is the argument that leaves everybody scraped up, including the person who won. So if you were about to send the last sharp text, don't. If you were about to keep score, stop. If you were about to prove a point just to prove you can walk away, there is no prize in hollow victory. There's only more damage. Winning and resolving are not the same thing. Three of Swords reversed. This card is healing after hurt. Three of Swords reversed says the pain is finally starting to loosen its grip. Not vanish. Loosen. That means you can name what happened without immediately trying to defend it, rewrite it, or joke it away. Let the wound breathe. Admit where it hurt. Cry if you need to. That is not weakness. That is release. And once you stop dragging the blade back through the same place, the heart can start closing cleanly. So the moment lands here: boundaries, truth, and quiet self. Trust bring your direction back. Stop forcing the pace. Tell the truth. Choose the path that puts you back at your center. Okay. That's all I've got for now. If this hit, oh, you already know what to do. Please subscribe. Tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.